I'm so excited. Let's see what's in the box. You've got to be kidding me. Oh. Hi, I'm MK Williams. I'm an author and independent publisher. I love sharing my insights about all things self-publishing with you. Before I get into the details about today's topic, don't forget to hit subscribe. You'll be notified when I put out new videos every week about self-publishing, making a career to being an author, and now being a mompreneur. And today we're going to talk about what happens when you order books directly from IngramSpark and it's not good. So this could be a total misprint, the wrong books in your order, books missing from your order, or any number of printing or shipping issues that can just break your heart. Like you were so looking forward to the moment when you could hold your book in your hand, or you needed these books for an event, and now you are just have unusable stock, or just not enough stock. So today I'm going to be showing you exactly where you can file a claim with IngramSpark to get this resolved. So I'm just going to hop right into that so you can see that here. Okay, so I have navigated here from my IngramSpark login down to orders, so past home, titles, reports, down to orders. Now I want to go into my submitted orders, so I'm going to click submitted, and I'm going to go into my most recent order that was submitted. Now I'm recording this in October. The order I placed was in September. I believe you only have access to file these claims for 30 days, which is why I'm recording it right now, even though you're not going to see this video for a while because I don't know when I'm going to do another order. Now I've obviously redacted the information that you don't need to see. But down here, it's going to say, here's the order date, email address, and over here, report an issue. Now, I actually did have to report an issue on several books in this order because the spine was off. But what you do is you just click report an issue. Now, I wonder if it's going to be met because I already reported issues. Order claim. So now I'm saying, what's my preferred solution? So again, it's giving me the same information as on my order, again, redacted. But now I'm going to go down here and say, what's the reason? Do I want my books replaced or do I want a credit to my account? In some cases, you might say, I only needed these for an event and that event has passed, just credit my account. Or you might say, no, I still need these books, please replace them. And then you're going to confirm the shipping address. So you're going to say use the original address provided, or you're going to provide a new one. Now this could be maybe the post office or the service was like, I can't deliver to your address, and they got lost, and you're thinking, okay, just send it to a different address, send it to my mom's address, send it to a friend's address, send it to work instead, just so you get it. So you're going to pick that, or send it to the same address. Maybe you got them, but they just weren't correct. So you decide, and then you're going to enter your confirmation email. And is your order needed for an event? I think this is really helpful because I think that helps them to expedite it. Mine aren't needed for that. Now in this case, I'm actually going to go through this as though this book had an issue. This is not the book that had any issues. My going wide books are fine. And you're going to click select. So say this was the book that had the issue. And I would say the quantity. So I ordered 3. So I could go up and say, hey, all 3 of these are bad, or no, just one of these didn't look right. And then you have your reason code. So you can say it was damaged. The interior printing is off. The cover printing is off. There was a manufacturing defect, just a total missing delivery, an incomplete delivery, or other. And so when I first ordered my Infinite books a long time ago, there was, I said it was a manufacturing defect because there was a boot print on the back of my book. So I was like, well, or I think I picked damage because, well, the printing was fine. The cover was fine, except for the boot print. For this past order, I had to put things on the cover printing was off. So I didn't consider a manufacturing defect. I was like, no, it's clearly like how you printed the cover was off. It was assembled correctly. So if pages are falling out, that's a manufacturing defect. If your spine is not lining up, I would say that's a cover printing issue, things missing, things incomplete. So you put that in there. And then you're going to add your notes. And again, this isn't you idiots, you screwed up, blah, blah, blah. Like that doesn't help anybody. What you want to be saying is the spine is off. There's clearly everything is slanted. There's lines through the text in the book, anything like that. And then always put an image if you can, very helpful. So once you fill out all those details, then you're going to come down here and hit continue. And that continue page just takes you to a confirmation. Again, I'm not actually submitting this. I don't have any issues, but that's kind of how it goes. And now it is going to take a little bit of time to hear back. Okay. Now, at this point, as I mentioned in the example, I was going in after the fact to show you how to do it, but I didn't actually have a claim to file, so I didn't click the next button. At that point, you're just going to confirm the books and the amount that need to be replaced or credited. You're going to get a confirmation email that says your claim has been received, and you will hear something in 3 to 7 business days. So when I filed a claim back in September, they told me they were getting a high volume of claims and it could take a bit longer. So pack your patience. Like, I certainly don't want to be an apologist for IngramSpark. Like, I do think they need to fix some things if they're continuing to have issues. But I know right now, like, if you're watching this video, you're frustrated, you're angry, you're spending your hard-earned money to get these book copies, and you may not have any book royalties yet. Like, I totally get it, but remember that the person handling your claim is a person, and you always get more flies with sugar than with vinegar. So definitely pack your patience. Like, this happens in my years self-publishing my books with IngramSpark. So since 2019, I've had to submit a total of 3 claims for my own books. So in 2019, it was the boot print on the Infinite. In 2020, I just had a complete missing order for Architects ahead of the launch. And in 2022, I had the cover misprinting that I mentioned. You can see it's totally off. So aside from these 3 issues, I've released and ordered a lot of books from them in that time. So to only have those 3 issues, I do feel like they try to make right. When I was getting the hardcover resolved, like, they actually did a good job following up with me, giving me a make good copy. So just take a deep breath, go submit your claim, and then move on to the next item on your author to-do list. I know it can be really frustrating though. Now, I did mention, I think in my just personal update video, I do have some of these copies in stock now that are a little off on the line. And so if you want to get 50% off of these, take them off my hands. It's a good content on the inside. The inside looks fine. It's just the cover's a little off. So yeah, it's just the cover's a little off. So if you want to get 50% off on the print copies of these, you just use the code misprint, and I'll have the link below. The inside looks perfectly fine. It's just the outside cover. I just don't want to have these laying around that I can't do anything with. But they did correct them. So if you want to order one that's not misprinted, then just purchase regular and don't say 50%. That's up to you. So I just hope you take a deep breath. You'll get through it. It will get resolved. It's just a matter of patience. Definitely let me know what other questions you have about IngramSpark, going through this process, maybe going through this process with another vendor. Let me know, and I can always answer more questions for you. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, or maybe even hit that thanks button. That lets YouTube know that you're getting value from this information, and then they can put it in front of other authors like us. Now you can get back to writing your book. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And before you head off to watch another video on YouTube, whether it's mine or another channel, or you decide you are going to go back to writing your book, I wanted to let you know how I actually figured out all of this stuff about self-publishing. And that's because I write books, and not just about writing books and self-publishing. I actually write fiction, and I don't talk about my books directly too often. It's usually indirect uploads and updates and things like that. But I wanted to let you know that if you are interested in science fiction or literary suspense or domestic thrillers, I might actually have a book for you to read and check out. So if you like science fiction that is post-apocalyptic techno thrillers, then the Project Collusion series might be for you. So start with Nailbiters and then check out Architects. If you more are into the light science fiction, time travel, multiverse, alternate reality type fiction, then you might be into the Infinite and the Alpha Nina in the Feminina series. If you like domestic thrillers, some tension between neighbors, there's a whodunit, there's a big explosion, there's a little bit of class dynamics as well, then you're probably gonna like Enemies of Peace. Or if you're a fan of literary short stories, then check out my collection, The Games You Cannot Win. It has 4 stories in there, and actually, the final story in that collection was Escaping Avila Chase, and most of my reviewers said that that was the best one of the pack, and I kind of felt that way too as an author, so I released it as a standalone novella that you can check out as well. So if you are looking for a good book to read and any of those sounded interesting to you, go ahead and check them out. You can get them anywhere you find great books or at your library, and if none of those are your genre, that's totally fine. You'll find something else to read. Talk soon. Bye.